There was plenty to talk about at the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Max Verstappen's fourth world title, Cadillac's confirmation of F1 entry in 2026, and Mercedes' surprising performance. But behind it all was a Ferrari story. Charles Leclerc venting his frustrations over the team radio, and Carlos Sainz leaving at the end of the season. Sainz's attitude now gives us a clue as to how the team will deal with the arrival of Lewis Hamilton. Let me explain why, so stay tuned. Ferrari's Las Vegas Grand Prix went as well as they could have hoped. With the Constructors' Championship still up for grabs, the Scuderia's main objective was to overtake McLaren. They did so comfortably. Carlos Sainz finished third and Charles Leclerc fourth, giving Ferrari 27 points, 12 more than McLaren's 15. With just 2 races left in the season, Ferrari needs to gain 24 points over McLaren to win the Constructors' Championship and claim their first title since 2008. Ferrari failed to win the Constructors' title in Qatar, but as long as they don't lose 20 points or more to McLaren, they can take the fight to the final race of the season. Ferrari are currently the best performing team. In the last 4 races they have collected 143 points, 47 more than the next highest scorers, Mercedes, and 51 more than McLaren. Given the result in Las Vegas and its impact on the Constructors' Championship, you might think that the Ferrari drivers would be happy with the result. But the reality was far from the truth. Charles Leclerc said after the race, "The fight will be right to the end. McLaren will be very strong in Qatar, so we have to do well. I'd be surprised if we can beat them, but we have to try, even if it's difficult." McLaren excel on hot circuits due to their superior tire maintenance, but struggled at Las Vegas due to the long straights. Following the ban on flexible DRS wings after Baku, their straight-line speed has dropped. Despite using the lowest downforce rear wing of the season in Vegas, they were still off the pace of Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull. The Qatar circuit is expected to be a challenge for Ferrari. They are likely to be slower than McLaren and possibly Red Bull. Despite losing points to Ferrari in the last 4 races, McLaren team principal Andrea Stella has said there is still reason for optimism for his team. However, the result in Vegas was not the main reason for Charles Leclerc's angry outburst on the radio. The Leclerc-Sainz partnership has been largely successful in Maranello. Ferrari is notorious for not having an official number 1 driver, although the team seems to favor Leclerc, who is a career Ferrari driver and has often outperformed Sainz. In Vegas, however, Sainz showed his ruthless side. Leclerc, who led early in the race, lost ground due to tire wear and let Sainz pass. After the race, Leclerc said, "I'm not happy with Carlos, but I won't go into details. We always talk about these things before the race, and I'm a guy who always respects the agreements. From now on, I'm just going to think about myself." From Sainz's point of view, he doesn't have anything left to fight for as a team player, having already confirmed his departure from Ferrari. He just wants to make the most of his last few races and show his quality. However, the incident highlights Ferrari's weaknesses in strategy and driver relations. With Hamilton joining in 2025, things could get even more complicated. Throughout his career, Hamilton has not been known as a team-oriented driver. Ferrari must be prepared to face more complex challenges to compete for the world title.